up, folks? It's Azirri here, and I am here with my partner in crime, Baxter. Oh god, you guys can't see anything. There we go, I think. Sort of. Anyway, so this is my car, Baxter, and I love her. She's just a Ford Focus 07 Standard Sports Edition, so that means she has like the fancy bumper instead of like the regular Focus bumper. But so this summer I'm going to be doing some work on her. I'm going to be doing plasti-dipping, which I've already done a little bit of. So you see on this side, she's just all red. And then if you go onto this side, I've painted it black. It's a little dirty right now. I did it about a week ago, so I'm going to wipe that down. And I also did the fin. It was red, now it's black. And I also did this. There's like a ton of overspray everywhere. I'm going to wash her and, you know, get rid of all of it when I'm done, because there's just going to be more. So anyways, so yeah. So today we're going to be doing the other side and doing the front. I'm going to be bringing it the black around here. And yeah, so I'll just take you through the basic steps. I mean, plasti-dipping is pretty easy, but if anybody wants to do it themselves, it's really, really easy. These cans are like 20 bucks at Canadian Tire for one, and it did like my whole fin, and it's done that did like 1.5 cans for what I've done so far, which isn't too bad. I mean, I like kind of laid it on for the first one, so if you can control yourself and you know what you're doing, you can probably do with less. But yeah, it's pretty cheap. So yeah, anyways, let's get to it. So the first step is to give your car a really nice wash. I washed my car last week already, so what I'm doing, I'm just wiping it down pretty thorough. I'm trying to get rid of all the dirt so there isn't any bumps, any of the paint. So just go over, make sure there's nothing that'll give you any like defects into the paint. The nice thing about plasti-dip is it will cover all of the defects, so you won't even see any of this. So the next step that I do is I cover the area in painter's tape. I do the edge first to make sure it's clean, and then I go over with the newspaper, just get all the rest of the area. I didn't do that at first, I got a lot of overspray, but this really helps. So yeah, just cover up the rest of it, and make sure that edge is clean. I go over with my nail afterward just to make sure it's nice. You can use a razor blade, but whatever gets the job done. Make sure it's clean. You know, nice, clean, and crispy. So now we have the can. It's PlastiDip. Like I said, it's like 20 bucks. And you just gotta shake it. Shake it a lot. There was an article that I read and it said do the first layer light so you can still see the second, or like the main layer. I like to do like 3 or 4 light layers because it is sideways, so if you do too much in the second layer it will drip. Let's see if I can show you over here. You can't really tell, oh yeah, there you go. See, it's dripping a little bit, but you can only see it from like this angle, so it's not too bad. But that was me doing a second layer too much, so you gotta watch out. Don't do too much, because if it is sideways, like on the fin, it wasn't too bad. You could do as much as you want and it would level out, but not so much with these side pieces here. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna give this the first layer of paint. So yeah, I like to shake the crap out of the can. You gotta do it before use, during use, about like every 10 to 15 seconds I shake it a little bit. But yeah, I go about 6 to 12 inches away when I'm spraying. You get different looks depending how far you go. I'm not exactly too sure what the numbers are. But yeah, I go 6 to 12, and I like to get every edge underneath it and over top of it. Those are the areas I like to focus on because they don't get too much love in if you're just kind of focusing on the top. So yeah, nice and light. I go back and forth a lot. You kind of find what works for you. For the plasti-dip though, it's not too bad. I don't think you can really mess it up. Everything looks really smooth at the end of it. So you'll see blotches, but don't worry about that because it'll clear out, don't worry. And it's nice and smooth too. You don't get too many like blank spaces. It's really nice. So what I'll do if I'm doing multiple spots in one day is I'll prep and I'll do the first coat for the first spot, and then when that's done, then I'll go over and do the prep for the second spot. And then that way you're not just sitting there waiting for the coat to dry. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes. That's how long I wait for the first couple of coats, and then I wait about an hour for the last ones. So yeah, that way that when this is all done, I'll go back and I'll do my second coat, and then I just hate sitting there waiting, so I find that works for me. So at this point, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. You wait your 15 to 20 minutes, you know, half an hour if you want to be safe, but you don't have to wait too long. And then just make sure it's dry, and then just keep putting on coats until it looks solid, until you got what you want. Hey guys, so I just found another piece of rust right here. I'm always finding rust. She's an old car. She's about, you know, like 9 years old. So what I'm gonna do, and it's like underneath as well. Yeah, you see it's like kind of beat up. So I think I might leave that part. I might just do this one because it's not so bad. So I'm gonna leave this part because what I'm gonna do is in the summertime I'm gonna do a rust fix. So I'm gonna leave that for when I do that. So now I'm doing the door. So I'll do behind the door, I'll do like a nice careful line. And then, yeah, put the newspaper on. And then I'll open up the door, then I'll tape it just anywhere and then kind of just wrap it around. It says, as long as it's tight, you'll get a really nice line this way. You just gotta make sure that it's not bunching. Yeah, it's like, it gives me a good line. You just gotta go over and make sure that there's no problems. Yeah, so at this point, it's basically just shake and spray, shake and spur. If your can does happen to clog, if you put it upside down for like 5 to 10 seconds, that'll usually unclog it. But yeah, keep spraying, you shouldn't have any problems. Yep, just picking up the bugs if you got any, that's what I was doing. But yeah, yeah, it's pretty easy. Nothing to it. And the best part is the unveiling. So you're gonna wanna be careful. I tear off the newspaper first, and then I carefully peel off the tape. You don't wanna nick any of the plasti-dip with it, because since it is plastic, it will peel off and it'll leave a bump, and those are ugly. So yeah, just be careful. This is the best part of the whole process, so enjoy it and take your time. Yeah, I think it turned out really good. Yeah, so the next step for the summer is we're gonna be doing a rust fix. Like I said, I'm gonna do that other side. But we also have, I don't know if you guys can really tell, but there's rust. There's this little piece of rust, and it's starting to bubble up over here. So I'm gonna do it myself. And if it all fails, you know, I'll just paint her black. You know, I'll just paint everything black. I got that. I have this piece right here I gotta fix. And then on a roof, I got a spot over there. So I'm gonna do that myself. I want to do it, you know, if anything happens, I can always just plasti-dip. This stuff is pretty easy, so I can't really mess that up too bad. And if not, it's my car, she's old, I got her for pretty cheap, so, well, my Nana got her for me. Bless Nana Bird. Anyways, I love you guys, easy flying, and hopefully you guys tune in to the next Azirri Loves Baxter, because I do. Oh, I do love you, Baxter.